Welcome back to Fix Dish, everybody. Out here working on a Taylor 360m, and per the manufacturer's request, we're going to be replacing some valving due to some internal leakage. And here's a present left by my customer. It's a little muddy out today if you couldn't tell. The valving has to do with the hydraulics on this machine, so I'll be working underneath the mast. So I'm going to go ahead and rest the forks all the way forward and chain it up in place. That way I can remove any hydraulic load while I'm down there working. First time doing this job, so follow me along. So what we're doing today, we're going to swap out this aluminum valve block because, if I can find it, there we go. This part of the valve and that part of the valve are having erosion. So where these sit inside there, it is eroding the aluminum away inside, creating an internal leak. So these are getting replaced. Okay, so I had to climb up here to do this, but got the mast secured. I fully arrested the forward tilt and the down stroke. And that's because I'll be working underneath this thing, and I don't need to get my head chopped off. So we're going to start taking off some panels and get access to this valve over here. Locked out. This is my anti-death switch. We could have made this slightly easier, or I could get a slightly different lock. There we go. So I get my nerd light on. This is a K-Tool XD little headlamp, starting at 1120. Not in any particular rush, I'm just curious. This is probably not the only one of these I'll have to do. Defect in the aluminum, and it's this looks horribly not fun. So it's this valve that I have to swap out. The 90-degree impact on the 3/8. That's to move that holder down, which that's cool. Alright, you got to break all these loose first. They're too tight. I just tried it with the impact, it don't work. So I got my snap off here. Now this is a part of the bracket, but it's also what holds the sections together. Let's see if we can get it now. So I recently looked, and 92% of you watching this video right now are not subscribed. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. 17. If you're into this type of content, feel free to subscribe, like, share, and comment down below. If you like to see what I get myself involved in, I post every week, so join me here and let's see what kind of trouble I get myself into. Okay, let's look at the order these are in, so I remember. I'm probably not going to remember. Yeah, like 11, 12, 13. At least I can have this hang off to the side, so I don't have to try to remember any of that. Okay, that is completely separated. So now I can probably sneak this straight out. Even update where I'm at here. So I got that parted. I got this big line here, that little guy, and it's still bolted to this other half. And then I've got two small lines right there to undo. Then I can slide this block out. Alright, I got the lines on the back side loose. I had to climb underneath there because one of the fittings that go into the block was loose, therefore the line would slip. Or the line would just rotate the fitting inside the deal, which that's irritating. So I had to go underneath there and do a little magic. Well, I'm hoping this is all for naught because, or not all for naught, because those bolts can't come out and those bolts can't come out. It sandwiches the two in between there. I'm about ready to take those two bolts out and hopefully slide this entire valve out. That is my goal, because basically they build this on a bench and then slide the whole thing in there. I don't want to do that. The name of the game is to save time and make money. Make money, 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 make money, money, money. Yeah, you literally, those bolts are literally too long, you can't get them out. You're gonna be so sweet if this works. I feel like a genius. How cool is that? Cool. Comes with all the O-rings. That one fell off, so I need to make sure I grab that. So the new O-rings came on this, and it sits in this orientation, and I've got new valves. I am reasonably certain these are exact same, and the freaking part numbers rubbed off. Okay, well, I'm glad I looked, because they're not the same. holes goes on top. This one goes on bottom. I forgot I wasn't recording. Sorry about that. Holy boom dazzle. This is probably the most boring part of the video. However, this is where most mechanics mess up, is swapping over parts. This machine has almost no hours on it. It has like 200. That's part of the reason why I'm not changing out every O-ring. I'm looking at them, but then if they look decent, they're not deformed, I'll go ahead and stick it right back in the new valve. Now this has been swapped out, but I'm gonna grease these O-rings in because I gotta stick it in between stuff and I don't want them to fall out because that would suck. So the grease is real sticky. And it'll make sure that those O-rings stay right where they're supposed to be. Same thing on this side. These ones have kind of an interesting shape, so they're going to be sprung. They won't want to stay in. To review, got this all cleaned up. Let's drop her in. Wish. Stay over like that. Stay. There we go. Stayed really good. Now, there's the other problem. I don't know where the bolts are at.
long as it doesn't leak, that is. There we go. All done, all plugged in, plumbed, everything. There we go. Got her started up. No leaks detected. Woo woo. So anyways, just got to put her back together and test all my functions, and there we go, another episode of Fixed-ish.